Hi, I'm Maya. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing a pick and mix. So a pick and mix is usually just when you go into a cinema, mainly nowadays, or like a shop, and then there's like a selection of sweets. And then you get to pick and choose how much sweets you want. But then, to your horror, you are scammed because every 100 grams is like, just say two to 4 euro or pounds or whatever. And you're just like, well, that's a ripoff. Never gonna do that again. But when in Rome, sometimes you have to spend 16 euro on one giant snake, two bonbons, and one jelly bean. But alas, in this video, I am going to be doing, alas, I'm going to be doing my own pick and mix, and all these sweets that I got are from Lidl and Aldi, and one from Tesco, because in today's climate we cannot afford that. But what we can afford is to spend 10 euro, maybe I don't think 15, but 10 to 15 on our own pick and mix, because in this economy it's what we have to do. You want the feeling of a pick and mix, but you don't want to spend on a pick and mix. Do you get me? So in this bowl I'm going to show you the sweets I have. I have these sour jelly beans from Aldi. I have these cola and strawberry straws, laces. I thought they were straws. From Aldi as well. And then we have some magic carpets from Aldi. So these ones are all the sour ones. Then some sour watermelon sweets. The thing is, like, when they say sour, I'm kind of like, are we sure? Because the sour ones here are kind of like more so sugary than sour. Like, I want my tongue to fall off type of sour. The American Skittles, sour Skittles, amazing. They have like this powder on it. Anyways, so I have these watermelon sweets, and these are vegan apparently. The rest are not. So make sure you check your sweets. Usually they have like a big they usually have a big V on the back or something. These ones don't, but it says on the front. So for like England and Ireland, I think England too, well, Ireland mainly. Yeah, see, that's the little sticker. I can't even see anything there. So these are vegan too. These are little chewy fruit gums. Dusty the dog, like Percy Pigs, but cheaper. Then we have this pack of blue bonbons from Lidl, which is kind of crazy because it's like 100 grams and it's barely any. It was like 120, I think. But look at these ones from Tesco. I think they were 120 or €1, and they're 175 grams. So there was just strawberry in Tesco, and I was just gonna have just strawberry, but I love the blueberry ones. Are they blueberry? I love the blue raspberry ones. So I got them as well. And then we have some strawberry pencils, a few toxic waste, which I'll probably take out of the packaging. And then I also have a gummy mix because I can. And I know that kind of defeats the whole purpose. Like, yeah, you can get one of these, but you can't have all of these in it, So will I pour everything in the bowl? I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to probably cut up some of the like bigger ones, because then you get more. You gaslight yourself into getting more, maybe in half or in thirds, but we shall see, I guess. Okay, so here we have our clear bowl, so you can see everything, and it's all scratched up because it's like a baking bowl. What sweets am I going to put in first? I think I will go with the gummy mix. Also, I advise you get a kitchen scissors, like just for the kitchen. Life-changing. Makes everything so much easier. So there we have the gummy mix. This is just because, like, you want your little cola bottles and gummy bears attached to each other, and you want your little eggs or saucers, and then you want your little hearts. Basically like a knockoff Haribo, and honestly kind of softer. So that's how much you get in that. This is, I think, 100 grams. 150. That's actually impressive. And then I'm gonna get the Dusty the dog Percy Pig knockoffs. And then that's what they look like. And you have to be okay with mixing, like, you know, sugary kind of sweets with non-sugary sweets and stuff. And then I think for the bonbons, because they're so big, whoa, look at that one, a bit deformed, like me. Twins, okay, you want to probably do like half them because they're huge. We'll see. Okay, well, yeah, I feel like is that, and you know what, at the end, if I'm like, you know, let's just throw it all together, I'll throw it all together. But I just kind of want to see. And now we're going to add the blue bonbons. Because, like, you know, back in the day, I'd be able to eat this kind of stuff, like, at once. But I'm telling you guys, when you get older, it changes everything. This one you could just rip open. Or, you know, just use the scissors. How is that? It's meant to be evenly across. Okay, anyways. So, yeah, what your, like, sweet tooth kind goes, but I'll eat this for the next 3 months or something. So these are the vegan watermelons. A very strong watermelon taste. You kind of get like, I mean, I suppose a bowl is huge. 120 grams. Okay, and now the big ones. I feel like in every candy mix or sweet pick and mix, you have to have magic carpets. Another thing would be great would be the snakes, but you know, no one does that. So for there's the magic carpets. I think I'll just cut them. Will I do them in half or thirds? I'll just do them in half. Okay, and then you just cut through them. Probably not all together at once because it's going to be infinitely more difficult, but you know. And so there we have the magic carpets. I'm going to try not eat every sweet as I put them in. And have some self-control. So these ones are easy to open. These ones I think I'll cut into thirds. We shall see. I feel like that I can do. Just trying to straighten them out. And then the thing is they go really limp really fast. Just saying. And then we will cut them into thirds. So that's 1, 2. These are uneven thirds, by the way. So you know. Anyways, and now the cola laces. Oh, I forgot. We also have. Oh, okay. They just fell in the bowl, which is good. At least they're not on the floor. I'll just cut these in half too. So there's the cola laces. This is just a candy mix I like. So actually, I've never mixed all these before, but these are the candies that I do like. So we're just gonna do what I like. You can do your own sweets. Highly recommend cheaper options. Extremely highly recommend it. I mean, unless you're rich, then do what you want. But I feel like if you're rich, why are you watching this video? Is it to see how the poor eat? I don't eat like this all the time. Or ever, actually. But, you know, sometimes you have to give yourself a nice little sweet treat, you know? Sometimes it's cake. Sometimes it's sweets. Sometimes it's cake and sweets. So there's the strawberry laces. And then we have our sour jelly beans. You can get plain ones as well, but I kind of prefer the sour ones, so I'm not going to do the whole bag. I'm just going to do a few. That would be better. There we go. Do we honestly want to add the toxic waste? I guess I'll add 3. Okay, that's just not squeezing out. I literally cut it open for this purpose. Okay, well, there we go. Wait for it. Oh, that's how you do it. So these are at the end here, so I'm going to open it that way. So we have a strawberry one, a lemon one, if it would come out. Okay, well, a lemon one. These are just leftover ones I had. These I feel like are just going to be sticky and everything's going to stick to it, but okay. And then here's an apple one. Oh my god. Cutting it did nothing. Cutting it myself did nothing. There we go. The pick and mix without all the bonbons and jelly beans. So now with clean hands, they're clean, don't worry. You can mix it, or you know, get a spoon. Prepared like that, I guess. What else would be great is like teeth, but I can't really find any that look nice. So, ooh, what an experience this is! Just mixing everything. Okay, here we go. And there you have a big bowl of pick a mix, and you do not have to add all your jelly beans, bonbons, and everything. I feel like everything else is a good size, but the bonbons and jelly beans are kind of like a big amount. Like this is, well, like, you know, kind of gets a bit much. This is 200 grams, so maybe like half that. Okay, so I suppose let's try this. Everything's going to be coated in the sour sugar, by the way. So if you don't like that, I'd suggest do like one sour one and one plain one, but I feel like it adds to it. So here is the Dusty the dog. Bit of chewing ASMR, I guess. Pretty good. Hard to swallow, but we have the magic carpet. And ooh, that's really sour. What's great about this is like, look how much you get, and like, you know, the pick and mix in shops. I know sometimes, like when you're on holiday or, you know, you're just having a day out, then buy it. But once again, in this economy, we're not going to be able to afford this all the time. So you can like probably store this in a Ziploc bag, and then just take your sections as you want it. Or you could give it out to a party, but you know, everyone's hands are going to be touching it, so you could probably scoop it out yourself. Gloves or something, I don't know. The Heartsweet is really hard to chew. I forgot to say that. The gummy mix one is like basically knockoff Haribo, but like I find the Haribo are nice, but they're way too chewy. And the last time I got their strawberries, they were really wet. That was one of these, an egg or a saucer. Did I do this? I did. So now we have the cola lace. And now we have the strawberry one. I feel like a gummy bear and ball is also good chill. You know, the classics. It's a lot of jaw movement. My God. Okay, and now we have the biggest. You know what? Maybe I'll do the red one. Whoa, that was red. Maybe I'll do the blue one first. See, look at the size difference. You can make a little. You can make a little snowman out of that. Oh my God! Give it the dog's head. Oh my God. Okay, I can't even chew that. That is hard as hell. The blue bonbon. Bonbons are usually hard, but not this hard. You know what's also good? Those these like apple. They're like green and red apple sour balls. Those are so good. Okay, I'm trying to soften up. As I am softening up, let me tell you how gelatin is made using Google once again. Gelatin is made by boiling animal bones, skin, and connective tissues to extract collagen, which is then purified and concentrated into protein rich liquid that forms a gel when cooled. So that's when I just can't chew this. Okay, I'm just gonna spit this out. Okay, it's just stuck on my tooth. Hold on. Anyways, so that's where gelatin comes from. So you got to be aware, especially if you're vegetarian or vegan. Now the strawberry one. I don't know if it's going to be as hard, but we shall see. Oh, wait, this is really soft. Wow. That's so much better. The flavor of the blue raspberry is better, but this one's softer, so hair in my mouth. don't know where or jelly bean. So these jelly beans are like different flavors. This one's apple. I'll eat the rest of that watermelon from earlier. Real watermelon though. Banging. I'm trying to find a warhead. Candy was first invented as early as 1500 to 2000 BC by ancient Egyptians who combined honey with fruits and nuts. However, the modern concept of candy, especially those made with sugar, developed over centuries, with early sugar refining and candy making evolving in places like India, China, and the Middle East before spreading to Europe and the Americas. That's a lot of sweets. Okay, well, the word of the day is sweet, even though we've been using the word candy all this time. The British English, it means a small shaped piece of sweet food made with sugar. I'm going to end it on me eating this warhead because I like the sour. I like to torture myself, I guess. This is a strawberry one, I think. It's a lot. Oh my god. So thank for whoa. Have 1 star sweet and all the language has gone out of my body. So thank you for watching my pick and mix video. I hope you enjoyed. Hope this inspires you to make your own pick and mix. Packets are falling everywhere. I hope this inspires you to make your own pick and mix because everything's so expensive nowadays. This was a lot, but like I feel like this could last you whatever period of time you think you could manage with them. Some people are sweet eaters, so might be one sitting, but you know what? No judgment. Enjoy your sweets, and until the next video, where I try to do something else that is so pointless. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.